Hi, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio this morning? I take it we do, Chris. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. This is Marilyn, and it's time for the morning edition of Welcome to My World. It's about 8:30 on the 13th of January, which is a Wednesday. So, yesterday I talked about some news, economic news coming out this morning. I got my days mixed up. I'm sorry about that. The big news this morning is we just have the crude oil inventory, but tomorrow we will have some 8:30 economic numbers. So while we're on the subject of the inventory report, which comes out at 10:30 for crude oil, um, the inventory is expected to be down just a little bit, which may cause the price to go up. We'll see. At least crude oil is trading right now above settlement, and it's painted green apexes. So right now it's in kind of a chop. There have been some scalping opportunities this morning in the pre-market session, but keep in mind this. The more I look at this trendar trading with this, better I like it. So if you can, it doesn't take much movement in crude oil to make 20 ticks. And if you do that and get good at it over and over, that can be very helpful to your bottom line. Excuse me. This morning, all of the U.S. indices are in a bit of a, kind of a tight range. We'll see if they want to get some juice here pretty soon. It looks like I've got a chart of the iZone sharpshooter up on the NQ now, and it just blasted off out of buy zone. Gave a nice trend, which it's still in. So we'll see how that goes. And here we have a lot of buying in crude oil. And the reason we know that is because this time in sales is showing a whole bunch of block orders. And they're buying 3137s and 3149s. And they're starting to sell the 45s, 34s, and 45s. So this can give you an indication of when it might be ready to move. One thing that I would remind you is when you see this MVP arrow on the 12 tick down here, and it shows up just about the same time on this 10-minute, keep in mind the 12 tick has no relationship to time whatsoever. It can take an hour and a half for one of these bars to form on the 12 tick. I mean, it could take half a day. Doesn't matter. But when they show up at the same time on this 10-minute and the 12 tick, you've got a trade. It is an extremely powerful signal, long or short. The indices are trading the FDAX, at least. Let's see, yeah, they're all trading above settlement also. The FDAX has started green E's, so we'll see if the U.S. excuse me. We'll see if the U.S. market can follow along, because that's what it typically does. The U.S. markets have red apex formations on the 12 ticks that I use, but the FDAX has started over to the green side. Let's see, Ashif, why does my chart not fit the window and it looks small? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Can you take a screenshot of what you see, please, and put it in here? And good question, which chart? Because I have 5 up here. So anyway, well, I'll be happy to help you if I know what it is. So let's see, I'll take a look at this. Okay, I've got what you sent me was in queue. So I'm not sure, Chief, how to help you. My camera chart is crude oil. That's all that I have on camera. Any other charts that you see that are being broadcast in this room are coming off of a cloud, and one of the administrators for those has charge of those because I cannot access those charts from here. I just have what I have on my own um, on my own computer. But anyway, your screenshot is great, and congratulations, you got a really nice trade on. So these markets are a little volatile, to say the least, right now, and the indices, we're just coming into the beginnings of quarterly earnings for the underlying stocks on the U.S. indices. So it can also have some more, add to the volatility. Anyway, my strong recommendation is that you pay very close attention to your indicators, take the trades that the Apex system tells you to take, and stuff. It's all nice to know, but it's not going to make you money. And keep in mind, the main thing is to keep the main thing being the main thing. And our main thing is to make some money. So all the talking and the news reports and the blah, 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 and all that stuff doesn't matter whatsoever in making some money. That's our focus. So stay with that. And Lori will be around, I think, a little bit later. And she's the C's chart expert. But if you're new to this, be sure you've got Jing and you can use it and put your charts in here because it is really, really going to help you. Yeah, right. That main thing, you're absolutely right, Kareem. That's what you have to stay focused on, because otherwise you get so distracted listening to what the TV guy said and what the report you read on the news and this other thing, and then you've got this email and this thing says something else, and pretty soon you've got yourself talked into a circle. And that circle becomes a circular firing squad. So just stay with the program and stay with these indicators and keep your focus on what it's going to take to make you money. And once that's done, then go off and tune into the news and all this other stuff and practice and watch videos and whatever. But stay with the program to make your money. So we had the VIX also. I wanted to mention that the VIX closed down from that 27 a little bit, but it's still high. It closed at 22.47 yesterday. And we have Brent looking like it would like to come up out of 31. Crude oil is still in contango, which when you're watching the talking heads tell you about how crude oil is going to go down to $5 and $10 and all that stuff, the actual traders don't seem to think so, since they're perfectly willing to pay more for the back month futures contracts, and some of those are for delivery. Unlike us, we do not take delivery on anything. This is strictly buying and selling. So I will come back at noon and we'll see what the morning has brought us. The inventory is expected to be down on crude oil, which could cause the price to go up. But as most of you know, if you've traded crude oil for any length of time, what's reasonable and logical doesn't always happen. So just stay with your charts. This has been my view, and it's from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you about noon. Thanks.